A very good morning to all of you. 8D, welcome to the physics class, children. Now, children, in the last class, we were doing the revision work for the test, okay? And if you remember, before that, we started with lesson number 12. Yes or no? Quickly reply. I want quick responses.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes?
Yes,
You
ma'am.
remember, all of you? Okay, fine. So we were talking about lesson number 12, that is friction, a necessary evil. Okay, and we are going to continue with it since we could not have the classes because of the, we had revision and we could not continue with the lesson. So I'll just give you a quick recapitulation of the lesson, whatever we have done in the previous classes related to the explanation of the lesson. So all of you please listen carefully. I told you that friction is also a type of force. Yes, it is contact or non-contact force. What type of force is it? Contact or non-contact? Yes?
Contact.
Huh?
Contact force.
What about the others? Yes, it is a type of contact force. Okay. Now, I was telling you that then when friction occurs because of the contact between the two surfaces. Okay. Now, since I'm here in school and today you can easily clearly see the board also. So I'll be explaining you some of the things on the board. Okay. All of you please put your cameras off so that you are able to see me and the board clearly. Please put your cameras off. Just tell me if you are able to see the board properly. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it visible? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it clearly visible or shall I bring it closer?
Ma'am,
Visible?
visible.
Okay. Now, so as I was telling you about friction in the previous class, we had a class when we have the explanation, I told you that this friction occurs because of the contact. Now, depending on this is what we have already done. It's just a recapitulation and then we move forward. Now, see, children, I told you that surface. It depends upon, as I said, that it is a contact force. When there is no contact between the two objects, one is the surface and the other is the object that is moving on it. Any case, any example you can take, like supposing you have taken this chalk, you are trying to roll it on a tabletop, table ke upar. So table becomes the surface and this becomes the object which is going to roll or which is going to move on the surface. So two things are there, the surface and the object which is moving. Fine. I think this is clear to you. Now the surface, the nature of the surface. What is the nature of the surface? That decides what type, how much friction is going to be there, which is going to be offered by the surface. So in the previous classes we have discussed, I showed it to you with the help of the board and the chalk also, that whatever surface we see, maybe that when we see it appears very smooth, like the tables that we have. आप टेबल पे बैठ के लिखते हैं, it's not rough. रफ होता तो आपको चोट लग जाती है हाथ में. But you are able to write properly. It is because the top of the table is smooth. Fine. But children, when you are going to have a microscopic view of it, if you are going to see it with the help of a microscope, if a small portion is taken, which is actually not possible like this, then we observe small, minute irregularities on the surface of the object that you have taken as a surface on which the other object is going to move. So when we observe it, it's not like this, but it is somewhat like this. So these ridges and furrows are actually the irregularities on the surface. And as I told you with the help of my palm also, I said that they are this sort. Now the spaces, ridges and furrows. Now this is the ridge, the raised portion, and this portion is the furrow. Ridges and furrows, ridges and furrows, ridges and furrows. So now what happens? Now this was, what was this? What am I talking about? What is this? किस चीज का ये structure है ये? AD, what is this? क्या बता रही हूँ मैं, ये है क्या? What is this? See, now let me tell you that I am there. You can see very clearly that I am in the school. I will take my laptop straight away to the principal and I'll show what is going on in 8D now. You people are very poor at responding. I don't understand why. क्या बात हो रही है? क्या चीज है ये? किस चीज की बात कर रहे हो? What is this?
Surface.
Yes.
Ma'am, surface.
Surface. Surface on
Ma'am,
which the other
surface.
object is going. Yes. So it has some irregularities जो हमें ऐसे दिखाई नहीं देती. But if we are going to have a close view or the microscopic view, then we are able to observe. Fine. Now these irregularities, children, the spaces which are present or the furrows which are present, in this, the irregularities of the object. Supposing we have taken a ball, it could be a pencil, it could be a ball, it could be an eraser. Any object that we want to move on this surface, we are going to move. Now again the same way, as we cannot observe this on the object also, but they also have certain irregularities. When it is going to move on this, the irregularities of this object are going to fix with the irregularities of the surface, and it is going to form a contact. You'll be able to understand like this. Like these are the irregularities of the object. They fit in this, and because of this, they can form contact, they can form the interlocking. A lock sort of thing is there, they can form interlocking, and this is how they are able to move forward. The motion is easy, the movement is easy. Otherwise, ये नहीं होता. Supposing, now this was the example of the table and the ball. Irregularities in the ball, irregularities in the surface, they form interlocking, and this is how it is able to move forward. Now, same way if we take the case, all of you listen properly because I will be asking questions. Supposing this is the floor. This is the floor, this purple color, and this yellow color, it indicates the sole of your shoes. Now in this case, again just understand that because your shoes is able to form interlocking with the surface on which you are moving, we are able to move. Had it not been the case, इसी में अगर हम दूसरा केस ले लें, if it was plain, are you able to see?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So now you have this situation. तो क्या होगा? No interlocking. No interlocking. This yellow, that is the sole, is going to slide on the purple, that is your surface on which you are moving. I hope this much is clear to everyone now.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes,
This
ma'am.
is what we have already done.
Yes,
It was
ma'am.
just a recapitulation और इतना अच्छा response था आपका. नई चीज पढ़ाएंगे तो पता नहीं क्या होगा. Okay. Now, next was the nature of the surface and contact. वही बात है जो अभी बताई मैंने. अलग अलग नहीं करके I've told in one, like the nature. अब बताइए, tell me if the surface is rough. In this case, the motion will be easy or it will be a little difficult.
Ma'am, difficult.
Difficult.
Very good.
Difficult.
And in case the surface is very smooth, then the motion will be easy or difficult.
Ma'am, easy.
Huh? Very smooth, I said. Easy or
Ma'am,
difficult?
difficult.
Ma'am,
It
difficult.
will be difficult. Like very smooth. Example of very smooth surface.
Ma'am, glass.
Aditya?
Ma'am, glass.
Ma'am, tiles.
glass surface. Yes, it becomes very, very difficult to move on that. Then ice. If a surface is covered with ice, of course, it is very smooth, no irregularities. Is it easy to move on ice?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No. So because it is, or now you understand the logic. The logic is that because of the friction. If the friction will be offered, it will be easy. Now the same way, if we say if it is very, very rough, if the surface is very rough, then also there will be a difficulty in the motion, which you have already done when we started with the lesson. There was an example on page number 148. Just see. Walking on a rough road, that was the first one. So why it is difficult? Because it is going to offer too much of friction. When too much of friction, that means your motion will be opposed. When your motion will be opposed, you have to apply more force to move, more energy to move, and that is why आप जल्दी थक जाएंगे. That means your motion will be difficult on a rough road. Is this much clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, fine. Now there's a question from the activity which we have also done on page number 149. In the activity, let's try this. You can see two surfaces. One is the glass surface and the other one is the towel. Towel which you use to wipe yourself after. Okay. So now tell me, and you've taken the same object. Supposing let's talk about a marble ball. What is a marble ball? Call in Hindi. Anyone?
Kancha.
Huh?
Kancha.
Acha, very good. Okay, good. So, now tell me, what will be the case? Two things are there, two cases are there. You have two surfaces, glass surface and the other is the towel. Now tell me in which case the motion will be easy and difficult.
Ma'am, in glass surface,
Glass surface, it is easy, and in towel surface, it is rough, difficult.
Yes, now repeat your answer. Yes. What are you saying? Repeat.
ma'am, on glass surface, the motion will be easy, and on the towel surface, the motion will be difficult.
Acha. Now, one more thing here only, just make very clear that when we are talking about our motion, yes, कि हमको चलने में किसमें आसानी होगी, तो accordingly the answers are going to change. Like here we were talking about the motion of the ball. We are not concerned कि वो फिसल जा रही है, तेज तेज भागी जा रही है. But in our case, if I say it will be easy, like of course we'll not be giving the case that is a towel. But if we say on a glass and on a road, then you will not say glass. Glass पे चलना हमारे लिए difficult है because we are going to slide. Yes. So the answers are going to vary along with the object that you have taken for motion. Is this clear? आप change कर लेंगे अपने हिसाब से answers को?
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. So you should understand. You should have that much of logical thinking that if we are talking about ourselves, then सोच के देखिए कि हाँ हम उस पे चलेंगे तो कैसा होगा. Yes. So this is the activity. Now on the same page 149, you can observe the irregularities that I was talking about. The ridges and the furrows in a surface. Like there, that is the first view is the actual view. Where you can see two surfaces, wooden surfaces, पूरा smooth लग रहा है वो. But in the second case where the microscopic view is taken, can you see children magnified view? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So when you see the magnified, what is a magnifier? What is a magnifier? Magnify का मतलब क्या होता है?
Ma'am, to see things closely.
To see things?
Closely.
अच्छा, कुछ ऐसा देखा है आपने कभी? देखा तो जरूर होगा. कुछ इस टाइप की चीज कभी ऑब्जर्व की है आपने?
Yes, ma'am.
What
Yes,
is this?
Magnifying glass.
Magnifying glass. ये सबको पता है, but magnify का मतलब नहीं पता है. This you use when you use this and आप इधर उधर घूमते रहते हैं. You see enlarged view of an object. जो चीज आपको छोटी दिख रही है, जब आप इवन अपने मुंह पे भी लगाते तो आपको मुंह भी बहुत बड़ा सा लगता है. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So magnified view, that means enlarged view. big view. That is the magnifying. The work of the magnifying glass or a magnifier is to enlarge the view of any object, which is actually small, but it gives an enlarged view. On the contrary, what about the microscopic view?
Ma'am, to enlarge the view of an object.
Yes, with the help of the microscope, very small things can be seen to a larger extent, so that you can observe very small things also which cannot be seen by the naked eyes. Fine. Now, so you have the magnified view and you can see how irregularities occur on both the surfaces. Like I have taken this example the same way in your book, the example of the wood is given. And it's not only the wood, any object that we talk about, it has some irregularities which fix with the surface on which it has to move. Fine. Now, one more thing, one more example. I just want to confirm whether you have understood. Like supposing I have taken a glass, a slab of glass. Okay. Pratham, please put your camera off, beta. Pratham Rastogi. Yes. Please put it off so that you can see the board clearly. Fine. So like I have taken a glass slab and I have taken another one. Now they are going to move on each other. कैसे होगा motion? Tell me. What are you going to do?
By interlocking.
हाँ ठीक है, but motion किस टाइप से होगा? कैसा दिखेगा? Apply your logical thinking. You have taken one and you kept the other one. You are trying to push the first one ऊपर वाले को. You are going to move on the second one. अब क्या होगा इस केस में? Think about the surfaces, both the surface and the object, and then tell.
Ma'am, it will be difficult.
Yeah?
Ma'am, it will be difficult.
Ma'am, it will be difficult.
Glass कैसा object है? ये एक हो गया, ठीक है? And this is the second one on the same. ठीक है? This is the one that you kept on lower, and this you have kept on it. Now this thing, surface कैसा है? Glass का surface. It does not have too much of irregularities. Yes? Glass में बहुत ज़्यादा irregularities नहीं होगी because it is very smooth object. Yes? But it has some. Yes. So it is going to form the interlocking, but when you are going to slide it, yes. If it is very heavy, then of course the thing will be discussed. But if it is just a small slab like the slide, then you will see that it is going to slide on the first one. Okay. So this is the case. Then. Now a very important topic, that is mass of the object. Try to understand this also. As what is meant by mass? First tell me. Mass क्या चीज़ है? When we say mass of the object, what are we trying to tell about?
Weight. Ma'am, any object that has weight.
ठीक है. So you understand this. Okay, when I'm talking about the mass, that means somewhere I'm talking about the weight. Now it also depends on the weight. Like now turn your book, open to page number 150. You can observe, just see, there's an activity.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now here you can see, children, a brick. What is a brick?
Eta.
Eat or eta, whatever you say. Now here, one more thing that you need to understand, spring balance. A spring balance is a device which is used to measure the weight of heavy object. Like, कहाँ पे ज़्यादातर use होता है? घरों में कोई लेके आता है.
Ma'am, for cylinders.
For cylinders. Very good. Who gave the answer?
Ma'am, Saksham Sahu.
Very good, Saksham. Yes. Now this, see, again, before proceeding, I would just like to take a few seconds and I would just like to tell you one thing. Book से पढ़ना ही सब कुछ नहीं है. Your observation is very, very important. Sometimes you are able to give very correct answer if your observation. Then comes the logical thinking. आप कितने अच्छे से logic से सोच सकते हैं. कुछ बच्चे ऐसे होते हैं Whatever ma'am has told, I have to write that only. They write the answer as it is given in the copy. But like what in my view, I don't prefer that. I prefer you thinking and writing your own answer. So it's not only about he gave the answer about the spring balance. It's not like that. It's just like when you are doing science, when you're doing physics, chemistry, or biology, a lot of logical thinking, a lot of observation is required. Many of the times, even without looking at the book, you are able to give the correct answer. So good, Saksham. So here you see that this is used to measure the weight of heavy objects. So same way here spring balance is used, and the person is trying to pull one brick first. In the second case, which is not shown, the second case, the person has taken two, one above the other, दो ले लिए हैं, bricks. So in which case you will be easily able to pull? The first case where one brick is there, or the second case where two bricks are there?
Ma'am, first case.
Ma'am, it will be
First case.
easy in which there is one brick.
Yes, very good, very good. Okay. So why? Now understand. ये तो बात हमको वैसे भी समझ में आ रही है. एक को खींचना है ईंट को easy, दो को खींचना है difficult. But why? Now understanding that is important. Again, in terms of friction, when we are talking about, जब एक brick आप move कर रहे हैं, please see the direction of my hand, the motion of my hand. When one brick you are trying to pull towards yourself, the friction offered by the surface on which the brick is moving is less. So it also depends on the mass. इसका mass कितना है उस पे भी friction depend करता है. This is what we are trying to learn from this activity. जब दो break हो गए, then the mass increases. When mass increases, friction is also going to increase. And when friction increases, it is going to oppose the motion. When it is going to oppose the motion, of course, the motion will be difficult. So in first case, it will be easy for us to pull. In the second case, it will be difficult. Fine, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any problem, anyone till here? Please tell.
No, ma'am.
Fine. Okay. Now, just listen one thing. This activity which I have done with you, I have just explained, I have not read it. You are going to read it. Okay? Remember, you're going to read it because children, again the same thing, in the examinations, you will not receive the questions as it is as they are in the book. Fine. So understanding is very, very important. Like supposing I say, what is the work of the spring balance? तो अब ये तो book में पीछे exercises में question answers में कहीं नहीं है. So what you'll do, you should know that what is the work of the spring balance, and you will not say, "Ma'am, ये तो आपने पढ़ाया ही नहीं," because now you're a student of class 8. So just read it. In case there is any problem or anything that you don't understand, you're going to inform me. Now the next heading we are not going to discuss in detail. I'll just give you an intro of it. The next heading is types of friction. अभी तो हमने friction पढ़ा. That friction is a force that opposes the motion of a body. And why it opposes? Because it forms interlocking. There is an formation of an interlocking between the surface and the object, because of which the motion becomes a little difficult. More interlocking, more difficulty in motion because of more friction. Less interlocking, improper interlocking, that means the friction force is less. That means you have to overcome less force of friction and your motion becomes easily. On the other hand, if we talk about a very smooth surface, which is very, very smooth, in that case, we see that no interlocking can be formed. No proper interlocking can be formed, and because of this, what happens? We slide away. And this is the reason many of the time when we, like supposing somebody puts the feet on the peel, banana peel, then what happens? जैसे ही banana peel पे पैर पड़ा, क्या हो जाता है? What happens?
Mommy, slip.
हाँ, we slide, we fall, और सब हंसने लगते हैं, which is very bad. We should not laugh. खैर वो अलग बात है. So when we slide, why are we sliding? ऐसा क्या है banana peel में? Because when banana peel comes in between the surface, supposing we are moving on the road, और ये हमारे shoes का sole है, आराम से चल रहे थे, अचानक से there's a banana peel in between, and what happens? The contact of your sole, I mean the sole of your shoes and the road cannot be formed because there's a banana peel in between. And banana peel is not having so many irregularities as it was on the road. आप तो road के हिसाब से चल रहे थे आराम आराम से पैर रख के. But as soon as banana peel comes in between, what happens? You slide off, you fall. So this is the reason. The same way when you are moving on a floor very easily, आप आराम से चल रहे हैं, and all of a sudden you see पानी पड़ा हुआ है वहाँ पे, और आप भागते हुए चले आ रहे हैं. What happens? Your feet will not be able to form proper contact with the surface on which you are moving because बीच में क्या आ गया?
Water.
Water. So when water comes in between, water obviously water does not have any irregularity. तो सीधी सी बात है आप फिसल ही जाएंगे. Same way, you're moving on the stone. आप पहाड़ों पे घूमने गए हैं, बहुत आराम से चल रहे हैं. All of a sudden, like in water also there are some stone and you're moving. धीरे धीरे पैर रख के आप move कर रहे हैं. But all of a sudden there is a stone which has algae on it. Algae is already slippery. It does not provide what? Irregularities. जैसे algae वाले stone पे आपका पैर पड़ा क्या हो जाएगा?
Ma'am, we will fall.
Will fall. So these same और इतनी सारी जो applications हैं या इतने सारे जो reasons हैं, logical based questions हैं, इन सब में reason same ही है about friction. बस you have to apply your thinking and you have to change according the answer according to the situation which is given. So these are few examples that tell us that friction is so important for our proper motion, and at the same time, if the friction is increased to a level, then our motion becomes difficult or the motion of the object becomes difficult. I hope this much is clear to everyone, children.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Any
ma'am.
problem, anyone?
No, ma'am. No problem.
Fine. So this is how we have come to the end of the class, and you are going to revise what we have done. I'll be asking questions and then we'll proceed. Okay? Bye-bye, children.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.